Unlocking the mystery of attraction can feel like navigating uncharted waters, but what if there was a blueprint? This technique will help you own any woman by diving deep into the psychology of desire, offering 9 proven techniques that go beyond surface-level charm. Are you ready to discover how subtle gestures and the right words can turn the tide in your favor? Imagine mastering the art of connection, knowing exactly how to attract women and make them feel understood. Whether you're wondering how to get a girl to like you or simply seeking ways to enhance your confidence, these strategies will become your secret weapon. With a blend of Stoic philosophy and actionable insights, this guide will help you own women with authenticity and respect. Curious? Let's explore the path to deeper connections and lasting attraction together. Number 1. Unlocking the art of genuine connection. In the grand tapestry of human relationships, the art of connection is one of the most profound and fulfilling pursuits. At its heart lies the desire to earn the affection of someone who captivates us, someone whose beauty, intelligence, and warmth shine brightly. This journey can often feel like navigating through unknown territory, where every word and action seems to carry immense weight. But here's the truth. The secret to winning a woman's heart doesn't lie in elaborate tactics or memorized lines. It's found in a genuine approach that radiates respect, sincerity, and a deep understanding of what it means to truly connect. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to be misled into believing that there's a single, foolproof method to attract any woman. Our culture, with its rich history of individualism and the pursuit of happiness, often glorifies confidence and charm as the ultimate tools of attraction. But beneath the surface, what genuinely resonates with women, and with anyone for that matter, is a man who embodies integrity, compassion, and a true interest in understanding others. So how does one cultivate these qualities? The journey begins with self-awareness. Knowing who you are, what you value, and where you stand is the bedrock of every meaningful relationship. Women are naturally drawn to men who are at ease with themselves, who possess a quiet, unassuming confidence that doesn't need to be flaunted. This type of confidence isn't about arrogance. It's about a grounded sense of self-worth, tempered with humility and an eagerness to learn and grow. Stoic philosophy teaches us that external validation should never define our self-worth. Instead, we should focus on developing inner virtues, such as wisdom, courage, and self-control. In relationships, this means approaching others with genuine curiosity and an open heart, rather than seeking approval or trying to impress. Communication, the cornerstone of any connection, should be rooted in honesty and empathy. Listening, truly listening, creates a space where both parties can feel seen and valued. In the end, the art of connection is not about winning or losing. It's about building relationships that are authentic and enduring. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing Stoic principles, and practicing sincere communication, you not only enhance your ability to connect with others, but also enrich your own life. The most attractive qualities a man can possess are those that reflect his true self, a self that is confident, kind, and committed to continuous growth. Number 2, politeness is a measure of self-esteem. From a young age, we're often taught that being polite means keeping our desires in check, never asking for what we really want, and avoiding confrontation at all costs. This well-intentioned advice is meant to help us navigate social interactions smoothly, but it often leads to a misunderstanding of what true politeness really is. In reality, failing to express your needs clearly is not only ineffective, but it can also be a disservice to both yourself and others. Let's set the record straight. Asking for what you want doesn't make you rude or selfish. It makes you effective. When you avoid direct communication, you're not sparing others' feelings. Instead, you're creating confusion and frustration. This is especially true in relationships where clear communication is the foundation of mutual understanding and respect. If you're constantly skirting around your needs, you're likely setting yourself up for disappointment and missed opportunities. To shift this dynamic, it's crucial to reprogram the outdated belief that staying silent is the polite thing to do. The key is learning how to articulate your desires with confidence and clarity, without fear of being misunderstood or judged. A simple yet powerful exercise to help you practice this is the I want exercise. The concept is straightforward but transformative. By regularly stating your wants and needs using the phrase I want, you begin to break the habit of avoiding direct communication. This approach isn't about being pushy or inconsiderate, it's about being honest and transparent. True politeness stems from a place of respect for yourself and for others. When you express your desires clearly, you give others the opportunity to understand and respond accordingly, paving the way for more genuine connections. Incorporating Stoic principles, this method emphasizes focusing on what you can control: your thoughts, words, and actions. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control how others will respond, we can control how we express ourselves. By being upfront about your needs, you demonstrate inner strength and self-respect, qualities that are highly valued in any relationship. In daily life, whether interacting with friends, colleagues, or romantic partners, adopting this approach can revolutionize the way you communicate. You'll discover that people appreciate honesty and clarity, and you'll likely find that your relationships become more fulfilling and authentic. Mastering the art of politeness goes beyond simply adhering to social norms. It's about cultivating a deep sense of empathy, respect, and kindness in every interaction. It's about using your words thoughtfully, listening with intent, and responding in a way that reflects both your needs and the needs of others. By practicing this refined form of politeness, you not only create a positive atmosphere, but also build stronger, more meaningful relationships. This shift in communication not only enhances your interactions, but also leaves a lasting impression of integrity and decency in every encounter. Number 3, listening is the key to authenticity. Authenticity is the foundation of real connection. In a world full of facades, being authentic sets you apart. When you approach someone with authenticity, you're not just trying to impress them, you're showing respect for who they truly are. People are drawn to authenticity because it is a breath of fresh air amidst all the pretense. Focus on being authentic both with others and with yourself. Authenticity builds trust. When you show genuine curiosity about someone's life, you create a space where a real connection can develop. It's not about saying the right things. It's about listening, understanding, and responding with empathy. To build trust, listening is key. This approach involves being fully present and genuinely interested in what the other person has to say. Initially, you can't force emotions upon her. Instead, focus on eliciting them. By encouraging her to express her feelings, you open the door to her deeper emotions. This is not about manipulation, but about creating a space where a genuine emotional connection can flourish. Authenticity and patience are your allies here. By being yourself and maintaining a calm, composed demeanor, you demonstrate that you value her feelings and perspective. This genuine interest builds trust and nurtures a connection that goes beyond superficial interactions. Number 4, be the leader of the seduction game. If you want to attract women, you need to step up as a leader. Leaders know what they want and aren't afraid to ask for it. They don't hide behind pretenses or try to sugarcoat their intentions. The men who succeed with women are direct and clear. They ask for what they want and move on if it's not reciprocated. It's time to unlearn the passive behaviors you may have picked up as a child. Asking for what you want isn't rude, harsh, or arrogant. It's assertive, and it's a trait that women respect and admire. If you've been a nice guy who often gets overlooked, it's time to change that narrative. Women are drawn to decision makers. men who know what they want and aren't afraid to pursue it. They value a man who can challenge them and stand his ground, not someone they can easily sway or push around. But remember, being assertive doesn't mean ignoring what women want. It's about finding that balance between being direct and being considerate. The key to getting what you want from a woman is simple. Ask for it directly. Statements like, "I want your number," "I want to take you out next week," or "I don't want to be just friends, I want something more," should be at the core of your communication. You can refine these statements to fit the moment, but the essence should always be clear and straightforward. To build this habit, start practicing the "I want" exercise. It's a powerful tool not just in your interactions with women, but in all areas of your life. Here's how it works. Every day, take time to identify what you want, whether it's a small ask or a significant goal, and practice expressing it out loud. This will help you get comfortable with stating your desires and reinforce the mindset that it's okay to go after what you want. Incorporating Stoic principles can enhance this approach. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our actions, thoughts, and responses. You can't control how others will react, but you can ensure that your intentions are pure and your actions are aligned with your values. By being direct, you reduce the anxiety that comes from trying to predict or manage others' reactions. Instead, you stay true to yourself and your goals, which naturally draws others to you. Ultimately, attraction is about confidence, clarity, and authenticity. When you lead with these qualities, you set yourself apart from the crowd. Women notice a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. So start asking for what you want, clearly, confidently, and without apology. You'll find that this approach not only attracts the right people into your life, but also strengthens your own sense of self. Number 5. Soaring and attractive emotions. Building a deep connection with someone, especially with women, requires mastering the art of asking emotional questions. These questions go beyond surface-level conversation and tap into the core of what truly matters to a person: their feelings, experiences, and personal growth. It's not just about what you ask, but how you ask it. By focusing on questions that open the door to meaningful dialogue, you create conversations that resonate on a deeper level. Instead of sticking to cold, logical topics like what someone does for work, consider asking them how they feel about the changes happening in their life. For instance, instead of simply asking if they like their job, dig deeper by asking why they enjoy it or don't. This isn't just a question, it's an invitation for them to share their passions, frustrations, and joys. It shifts the conversation from a mere exchange of facts to one that touches the heart. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control. When you ask these kinds of questions, you can't control the exact response, but you can guide the conversation toward a place where genuine emotions come to the surface. Ask questions like, "What's something you're currently trying to improve in your life?" Or, "How do you recharge when you're feeling drained?" These questions encourage deeper introspection and allow the person to express what truly matters to them. Listening is the next crucial step. Once they start sharing, resist the urge to interrupt or steer the conversation back to yourself. Listen like a therapist, fully present, engaged, and interested in their emotional world. This kind of listening demonstrates that you value their feelings and are invested in understanding them. You're not just engaging with their mind, but connecting with their emotions, which is where real bonds are formed. Avoid the trap of turning the conversation into an interview, where you simply fire off one question after another without truly engaging with their answers. Each question should feel like a natural extension of the last, allowing the conversation to flow effortlessly. For example, if they talk about a recent achievement, follow up with, "When was the last time you felt really proud of yourself?" This encourages them to dive deeper into their emotions and share more personal stories. By focusing on emotional questions and fostering genuine conversations, you create lasting connections. This approach not only makes you stand out, but also aligns with the Stoic idea of being present and intentional in your interactions. Through these emotionally rich dialogues, you ensure that your relationships are built on authenticity, emotional depth, and mutual understanding. Number 6, romantic love story. In any meaningful conversation, especially when trying to connect with a woman on a deeper level, listening is paramount. The key isn't just in the asking, but in the careful listening. Ideally, she should be talking 70% of the time, while you listen and engage only 30%, especially at the start. This balance allows her to open up, to feel heard and valued, which lays the groundwork for a genuine connection. Let me share a few of these questions to illustrate. Would you like to be famous? In what way? Or if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? These questions aren't just about getting an answer. They're about diving into what really matters to the other person, about understanding their inner world. But the real magic happens when you don't just ask, but also truly listen. When did you last sing to yourself? To someone else? This seemingly simple question opens the door to a discussion about joy, vulnerability, and the small, intimate moments of life. Now imagine intertwining this approach with a few poetic sentiments that capture the depth of emotion you're aiming to evoke. For instance, consider this. If I had to choose between breathing and loving you, I would use my last breath to tell you I love you. Deanna Anderson. Or, if one day the moon calls you by your name, don't be surprised, because every night I tell her about you. Shahrazad al-Khalij. These aren't just lines, they're a way of expressing the intensity of connection you seek to build. They shift the conversation from mundane to profound, from casual to deeply emotional. But remember, it's not just about throwing out questions and quotes. It's about creating a flow where each element naturally builds on the last. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control. And in conversations, what we can control is how we listen and respond. By asking the right questions and listening deeply, you create a space where emotions can be shared freely. It's not just about what she says, but how she feels when she says it. For instance, you might follow up a conversation about her dreams with a question like, "If I never see you again, I will always carry you inside, outside, on my fingertips, and at brain edges, and in centers of what I am, of what remains." Charles Bukowski. This isn't just a question or a statement. It's a way of connecting deeply, of showing that you're not just interested in what she says, but in who she is at her core. By blending emotionally charged questions with heartfelt expressions, you're not just creating a conversation, you're creating a memory, one that she'll carry with her long after the words have faded. The secret isn't just in the asking, it's in the ability to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary ones, to transform simple exchanges into conversations that linger in the heart. This approach aligns with Stoic philosophy, being present, intentional, and focused on what truly matters, ensuring that your connections are as deep and lasting as they are meaningful. Number 7, common interests have magical attraction. Building a deeper connection with someone often hinges on discovering and nurturing shared interests. Whether it's a hobby, a passion, or a cause, finding common ground creates a natural bond that brings you closer together. Think about it. When you and someone else engage in an activity you both enjoy, it's more than just a pastime. It becomes a shared experience that fosters mutual understanding and respect. This can be anything from a love for cooking, a mutual interest in environmental activism, or even a shared enthusiasm for a specific genre of music. The Stoic perspective teaches us that focusing on what we can control leads to fulfillment. By actively seeking and embracing these common interests, you're taking control of your interactions and enriching them with genuine connection. This isn't just about finding something to do, it's about creating moments that resonate on a deeper level. So, invest in discovering and exploring these shared passions. They're not just ways to spend time together, but pathways to a more profound and meaningful relationship. Number 8. The mystery of the sky attracts. In a world obsessed with transparency, maintaining an air of mystery can be a powerful tool in building a deeper connection. Imagine this. You meet someone intriguing, and instead of spilling every detail about yourself right away, you choose to reveal bits and pieces gradually. This approach isn't about playing games. It's about strategically engaging her curiosity and interest. When you hold back some details of your life, you spark her imagination. She'll begin to wonder about your past experiences, what drives you, and what lies beneath the surface. This curiosity can significantly deepen the connection as she becomes more invested in uncovering the layers of your personality. The Stoics understood this well. They emphasized temperance, knowing when to speak and when to listen. By not revealing everything up front, you show self-control and confidence, reflecting a maturity that doesn't need to rush or prove anything. Consider a scenario where you're sharing your life story. Instead of offering every detail at once, you reveal your experiences in layers. For example, mention a past challenge without diving into all specifics. This not only keeps the interaction fresh, but also allows her to feel like she's discovering something special about you over time. Research supports this. Studies on attraction suggest that mystery can increase interest and desire. By letting curiosity build, you create an engaging dynamic that fosters deeper connections. So how do you balance mystery and openness? Start by sharing enough to keep her intrigued, but save some stories and insights for later. This approach not only maintains excitement, but also builds a relationship based on respect and genuine curiosity. How do you feel about the idea of revealing yourself in layers? What aspects of your life are you willing to share slowly to keep the connection alive? Number 9. Boundaries of emotional connection. In any relationship, respecting her boundaries and being genuinely supportive are crucial. It's not just about physical space, but emotional comfort as well. Understanding and honoring her limits, whether they're emotional, physical, or psychological, demonstrates deep respect and care. This approach is rooted in empathy, a quality that allows you to tune into her feelings and respond with compassion. Empathy means feeding her victories with genuine enthusiasm and standing by her side during difficult times. This isn't about expecting something in return. It's about being a true partner. In a world where traditional masculinity often values stoicism over emotional intelligence, showing empathy sets you apart. It reveals a deeper understanding of what it means to be a supportive partner, as taught by Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us to maintain composure and wisdom, but it also encourages us to understand and manage our relationships thoughtfully. By being there for her, both in her moments of joy and sorrow, you're not just showing support, you're building a foundation of trust and mutual respect. This approach makes you not only a reliable partner, but also a person who genuinely understands and values the emotional dynamics of a relationship. As you reflect on these 9 proven techniques, remember that mastery isn't just about learning. It's about applying what you've learned with wisdom and intention. This technique will help you own any woman, but the true power lies in understanding the balance between confidence and respect. As you explore how to attract women, focus on building authentic connections that go beyond superficial charm. Ask yourself, how can I integrate these strategies into my life in a way that aligns with my values? Remember, the journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and your growth in how to get a girl to like you is just the beginning. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time as you continue to explore techniques that help you own a woman. If you found this video helpful, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Goddess and share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more great content.